In the arid cradle of the ancient world, where ancient rivers once carved life into stone and sand, a king emerged whose ideals would outlast empires. Cyrus II of Persia, remembered as Cyrus the Great, was born around 600 BCE in Anshan, a modest corner of the Elamite highlands then under the rule of the Median Empire. By 550 BCE, through diplomacy, military strategy, and a keen sense of legitimacy, Cyrus had overthrown his Median overlords and unified the Persian and Median peoples. It was the birth of the Achaemenid Empire, the first superstate in recorded history, stretching from the Aegean Sea to the banks of the Indus. But Cyrus was no tyrant. He was a statesman who ruled with an unprecedented philosophy of inclusion and fairness. His most defining moment came in 539 BCE, as his armies entered the ancient metropolis of Babylon, not in destruction, but in peace. Soon after, Cyrus commissioned what scholars consider the earliest known charter of human rights, the Cyrus Cylinder. Carved in Akkadian cuneiform, it declared the freedom of worship for all peoples, the repatriation of exiled communities, and an end to forced labor. Among those liberated were the Jews of Babylon, who returned to Jerusalem to rebuild their temple, an act that would immortalize Cyrus in the Hebrew Bible as a Messiah. Cyrus's genius lay not just in conquest, but in syncretism, his ability to unite diverse cultures without erasing them. He retained local officials, respected regional customs, and allowed subject nations to maintain their languages, religions, and laws. A Zoroastrian by heritage, Cyrus neither imposed his faith nor denied others theirs. Instead, his empire became a living mosaic, a model for administration, religious tolerance, and imperial governance that would inspire leaders for centuries. Even Alexander the Great would kneel at Cyrus's tomb in Pasargadae over 200 years later, paying homage to a king he deeply admired. Millennia later, Enlightenment philosophers like Voltaire and Jefferson would cite Cyrus as the embodiment of enlightened rulership, proof that even in the ancient world, justice, pluralism, and human dignity could reign. Cyrus the Great was more than a conqueror. He was a visionary whose idea of empire was not built on fear, but on respect. A ruler whose legacy whispers through the annals of law, religion, and governance even today. Like and subscribe for more bite-sized history.